Hello, I'm going to tell you about three incidents that I witnessed, and they range between, say, 5 years and 10 years. The first was in a children's park, and I saw a little boy on a slide, and as he was coming down, he sort of hurt himself a little. And he started crying and pointing out to his elder sister. The boy was around 7, the elder sister could have been around 14, and told that I've hurt myself and he was weeping. This 14-year-old sister said, "Come on, get up, you're not hurt, shut up, big boys don't cry." And he was all, it was sensitive. The second incident was in my house, and we had invited some friends over. And my husband went out to make some tea and get the snacks on the table. And one of our friend's little daughter, who was around 2 or 3 years of age, quit and said, "Oh my God, uncle is making tea." As if, it was rocket science. And the mother sort of said, "It's okay, just because your dad doesn't make tea doesn't mean that, men can't make tea." And the conversation on gender, thank goodness, ended there, right? And my husband became a kind of a superhero because he could make tea, he can fix drinks, he brings snacks on the table, and he's also a doting dad. Now, you've got Superman reincarnated. The third incident was when we went out to a friend's house, and the man there in the house, he invited us over, and he said, "Come on in." The gate was open, and he said, "Just come in." And when we went in, he was sitting, and he was sitting wearing a rust-colored sarong. Mind it, not the Indian lungi, but a rust-colored sarong. And two, he was knitting. Now, the friend circuit, but he's got a C and everything is fine. When one of my friends saw that, she nudged me. Yeah. What? No, it's fine that he made tea and get us good food to eat. His food is there. Why should he wear a what orange sarong and knit? It's not good for me to knit. So, these three incidents are etched in my memory for different reasons. The first is a very dominant idea of masculinity, of boys don't cry. Very, very stereotyped. The second is when men step out of the box a little, we are very accommodative to the point of being overappreciated. When women do the same thing, it's natural. When men do it, they're superheroes. So that's the second thing about it. And the third incident was like, it's good for men to shift out of the box a little, but not too much, because that makes them free. So, men, as much as women, are culturally ingrained to be boxed in certain cultures. So, we know that feminism has taught us that gender is constructed, which is women's identities are constructed and women are not monoliths. So are men. They are monoliths, and masculinity is as much a cultural construction which changes over time, space, age, location, everything. And it is extremely fluid as well. We try to box it, and that is the reality of India today. That there are many kinds of masculinities, but there is only one hyper-masculinity which is hegemonized in culture. From 2012, we see after the December rape case, rape and murder, and there have been a lot of interventions, discussions, debates around violence against women. There is a lot of discussions around sexual violence in children, and in most cases, the perpetrator of this violence is a man, or in fact, also a young boy. Now, what is the problem here then? Men are not engineered to be violent. So what is happening? They're not genetically, it's not in hormones that they're not. And there's a very heavy dosage of cultural training, of dominant hegemonic masculinity that is happening to all our social institutions. Starts from the family and marriage, negotiated spaces, courtship habits, Whom do you marry? Matrimonial color, the ideal male breadwinner model, that is number one. It goes on post-marriage in various kinds of ways. It happens from day one in educational institutions, from our fairy tales, from the rhymes we learn. When we look at a gender segregated school and a co-ed school, the differences are not much pronounced. Boys and girls are taught very differently in the sense that the gender responses are very different, and there is no interrogation of gender-coded behavior in the educational system. As we grow up, boys are trained to take up courses which will get them a job instead of helping them to find themselves and sort of take courses that help them to relate. So there's a problem that is happening here, and therein lies the issue. Perhaps one of the greatest cultural mechanisms of doing gender behavior lies in the media. And we say that Bollywood is a great unifier. But if you look at Bollywood and films from 1960s till now, stalking, what is called stalking in law, is absolutely understood as wooing, courtship, dating. From the gentlemanly hero in the 1960s, who would wear a tie and take a bicycle and stalk a woman. In the 1970s, the angry young man would stalk a woman. And in various ways, the student in the 1990s and the police wala in the 2000s who can sing around and also stalk a woman. Very interesting. The lyrics of the song are even fantastic. There is a clip from a film which shows that this man is in a helicopter trying to date a woman and telling her that I'm not going to leave you even if you report me to the police. That's the lyrics of the song. It's even better when you listen to it in English. So what are we talking? There is a song much later in the 2000s which says, I'm going to be around you whether you want it or not. And don't put your dog on me because I'm going to be around you. So if these are dominant imageries, and that is what we lack. It is not that dominant violent games or imageries or video or animation directly affect violence by men on women and girls. There is no such study that shows that there is a causal relationship. But we sort of soak in those imageries, and this dominant masculinity is what becomes the benchmark. So if violence has to end, violence on women has to end, if we want a far more gender egalitarian spaces, how will that happen? We say that we should engage with young boys instead. Because that engagement, unfortunately, hasn't happened the rate at which it should have happened. We should have spoken to boys in schools and colleges, young men in colleges and office spaces and in general spaces and in slums much more. Our interventions, for all the right reasons, have targeted girls and women, but have not targeted insecurities of young boys and men. So why will men change their behavior, why will they give up their privileges? Why should a privileged group give up all the privileges that they have? Why should men join a violence against women enterprise? What is in there for you? There are two ways to look at it. One is the moral imperative argument, right? It's the ethical obligation argument. That because of historic discrimination on women, or for that matter any other group, it is time for the wheels to change, and that is why men should join their family. Okay, but what's there? What die of a privileged man? The second is that it is also in men's interest to do it. Because if men change their behavior, they get that there's a plethora of masculinities that they can give. There is no one dominant hyper masculinity that they have to subscribe to. It is okay not to be bossed. It is okay not to always remain masculine. It is right to interrogate what you mean by ephemeral. It gives us chances to tackle homophobia, to question heteronormativity. It is okay for men to cry. It teaches you how to empathize. It also gives liberation to young boys and men to say, I don't want to be the breadwinner. I just want to do something else. I just want to relax. It gives chance to everybody to be totally hard. It gives chances to everybody. It gives chances to hold up your hand and say, you are my unnatural. Now, how will this happen? It happens through men's collective. But we know that this has been a problem in India because there has been a lot of collective mobilization of men have led to what we call the feminist backlash. Men's rights collectives have come through. And naturally, feminist groups of women's rights are a little suspicious of these men's rights groups because there's a lot of backlash reaction that we have seen. So the point is that, okay, these men's rights groups, the men are coming in together to support for the violence against women. Are you sure that they will not protect the sisters and daughters? Good men don't rape, good men protect their sisters, friends, mothers, wives, daughters. That paradigm is not what we want. It should be a paradigm of equality. It's not that the man now has to don the protectionist image. They have to don the image of egalitarianism, of democracy, and that is a very, very hard to do. It is very tough to bring these groups together. If you're looking at in India, we have a lot of men's groups who are fighting against what we call domestic violence, rights of women are breaking the house, terrorism is breaking everything that's put together. That kind of masculinity is also there. Their insecurities are also to the table. On the other hand, there are certain efforts to collectively mobilize men to take a call on violence against women and to say that we need to bring it. We also need to acknowledge that there are many other forces, structural inequalities in a globalized neoliberal economy, job markets are crunching. Women are coming into public spaces. There's a lot of insecurity that men have out to do. And just through consciousness raising and awareness raising is not. Structural inequalities have to be handled through structural reforms and certain strategies. But it is time for us to come together. So, structural inequalities of racism, neoliberal economy, patriarchy, capitalism, casteism can't be battled by saying, come and join the battle against, violence against women. So it can't be structural inequality. It just can't be attitudinal change. It's a two-way track between combating structural inequalities on one hand and trying to change our attitude on the one. It's a very long haul. There are many forces at play. But every wheel of change is a very difficult enterprise. None of us said it's easy. The point is, will we all join in this dialogue and the march of change? Will